We're just about to start our long adventure into central London to pick up clothes, kindly donated by Gap. So I'll keep you updated as things move along. We're in the loading bay of Gap headquarters, UK, waiting for 50 sacks of brand new kids' clothes, and we're going to take those back to Doncaster before shipping them over to the Philippines.
And that's Steve with the last bag of...
I've just had a phone conversation with somebody over at this company in Doncaster that's food aware, and they've just offered us large amounts of packet rice and dehydrated pasta. So I'm going to pop over there and arrange collection.
Just loaded the last boxes there. Thank you, gentlemen.
Okay.
To bleed defeat.
I think we can safely assume from the banana plant that's hovering over my shoulder there, just behind me, that we're no longer in the UK. So this is basically where we're staying for a few days in Manila, just to coordinate the appeal goods. And the intention is that over the next few days we go out into Manila and buy lots of other things and put those into packs, and then work on the areas where we're going to distribute the goods.
So here I am in the Divisoria area of Manila, where I've come to buy a lot of things quite cheaply. I've got to keep the filming a bit secret because a lot of the shops sell things that can't really be described as authentic, so I'm not sure how much they'll actually appreciate my filming.
So here's what we're putting inside the packs. You can see there's flip-flops, towels, things like powdered milk, instant chocolate drinks for the kids, dehydrated fruit, instant pasta, a few items of clothing, and then perhaps most importantly there's various medicines, basic medicines such as paracetamols and diarrhea medicines, that type of thing, and then finally they're all put into a biodegradable bag just like this and packed just like this, as my friend Angelo is doing at this moment. To make life easy for yourself, if you're trying to coordinate something like this, it's always useful to have a local connection, and let me just introduce you to such a man.
Hello, I'm Tony Narcis. I live here for Santa Cruz, Laguna for almost 56 years. I was a former local official, and I know where places were greatly affected and damaged by the typhoon.
We're just taking a drive to one of the affected areas now in Laguna. We simply can't feed the 5,000, so we're going to try and assess who's in most need, which families suffer the most damage, loss, in order that we can distribute the aid as fairly as possible.
Ito, kaibigan ko rito sa Santa Cruz, Laguna, na dating kapitan, ngayon ni Barangay Councilor. So, isa siya sa nakakita sa naging problema rito ng typhoon.
I want from you and from the government to help our people here in Pantalan, Sampab Norte, Santa Cruz, Laguna. We need your help.
There is one of the tent came from the US and from Rotary of Ebengo. And until now, their house is wiped out. So they're still living in the tent.
given a partial amount of materials, but the totally damaged have left and wait. They are waiting so far and didn't come.
And it's our hired help today, organised by my good friend Mr. Tony Nassis, and sometimes help comes with a few surprises. Everybody's wearing t-shirts, a very well organised crew today. But also, who's that handsome guy?
And as you can see, we've developed a ticketing system. We've worked with local officials a few days before coming out here, and really this is the only way to avoid complete chaos and also target those most in need, as unfortunately we don't have an unlimited supply.
We seem to have created a bit of a frenzy around the ice cream truck with the free ice creams. Over the last few days it's become apparent that people are really lacking some very basic hygiene items, things like soap and toothpaste and toothbrushes. So we've decided to buy a few hundred pieces of each and give these out with the next batch of packs that we're distributing. Okay, different location today, same procedure.
Gutom na po yung thank you po.
Tandaan na lang natin yung mga nabibigyan. Mga taga, parang usok. Meron. Hindi, ba't dito pa pinamigay yan? Piniservisyo.
And this is the problem. Despite the amount of packs and aid we've given out, obviously we have a limited supply and there's always going to be people that are left out, and we try and remedy the situation maybe by some bags of rice to share around and try and appease people that way, but I suppose this is the downside of things. Are people happy? A few people not so happy. We're hoping for a bit less chaos than earlier on this morning. We're organised now in the local community centre. There it is. And set up again to distribute more of our bags.
Tayo makahunat sa dinaranas natin, pero magsama-sama tayo, kaya-kaya. Ganun lang naman ako. Okay.
Ikinawang gawa ko. Kinawang gawa ko sa naghahabol.
Okay.
Hinahanap tayo sa oh, tingin kayo sa ay, lari, oh.
And just in the foreground there, you can see our next project. We've decided that we can actually turn this semi-finished project, which is a water pipe, into a working water pipe. As you can see, there's no base around it, so it's prone to contamination through ground seepage. So a worthwhile project that's going to really benefit the community. So we've commissioned a fabrication workshop to construct the frames to enclose and house the water tap that I showed you previously. So here we are, only a few days later, and as you can see, What used to be a water pipe is now fully finished and enclosed water pump.
Okay, another day, another place. Now we're back in Manila, and again the importance of local knowledge can't be stressed enough, so I'd like to introduce you to somebody else. Would you like to introduce yourself?
I am Mrs. Maria Lourdes Solinap, the guidance counselor of Santo Tomas de Villanueva Parochial School, and even a worker in the church. I am once the president of the Legion of Mary in our parish, and I knew people here in this place that were all affected by the typhoon. That's why we really want to help them. Most especially the kids, that the things were gone, their educational kit were gone, and their houses, their shanties were devastated by the typhoon.
In contrast to the relative opulence of Eastwood just over the river, as you can see on this side of the river, things were a little bit different, where houses were less substantial and river defences didn't exist. This is what remains: rubble, litter, and a few shells of what used to be people's houses. We have a bit of a different programme today. As well as just giving things out, we've also arranged a few games with the kids, a few prizes to be given out as well. A bit of fun. This is obviously a game of musical chairs. Paying too much attention to the camera. And now the ladies' heat of musical chairs. This guy looks a bit too old to participate. It's dinner time, so the kids are a bit quieter. It looks like we're forming an orderly queue now. Or maybe not. It's black bags today instead of green bags, but it's basically the same procedure.
Voices used to hold me once a slave, made a free man. I had to change the way I listen, change the way I'm living.